Okay, so we have here now, we're going to work on the background, the rest of the bushes in the background and the trees. I have sap green, yellow ochre or yellow oxide, and cadmium yellow light. Let's start. It's a bright brush or flat, not too big. And I'm going to start with taking some sap green. Let's put some yellow ochre in it. A little bit of yellow ochre to change it, to make it more earthy. Cadmium yellow light. We will add some reds when we start putting some, when we start working on the greens. On the pink, sorry, pink. Okay, so now I'm taking a little bit of yellow ochre here and cadmium yellow light. I'm going to zoom in a bit.
You started out with just the light green, and then you put the other two on top.
Yes.
Okay.
And lower this down so you can see what I'm doing. I have the same colors right now, same on my brush. Let's take a little bit of a tiny bit of green. Put it here. This is the same color, kind of, right here at the end. So the idea is to use the three colors and mix them in a way that looks like different colored bushes in there in the background. Right, these are the same colors. All I'm doing is I'm mixing. Sometimes I would mix yellow ochre with cadmium yellow light. Sometimes it's going to be sap green with cadmium yellow light only. Sometimes it's going to be sap green and yellow ochre. So just these three colors, we're going to play around with these colors just to give the impression that there are different kind of greens in the back and yellows. I'm going to take just sap green for now. A little bit of yellow ochre. This is not the focal point, so really it doesn't matter how. We don't need to put too much detail here. Yellow ochre. Just yellow ochre. I just picked up some yellow ochre in here. Sap green. Cadmium yellow light. See, this green is different because it doesn't have any other. And you'll see when you put it on, you will see the difference. I use the corner of my brush after. Once I put the color, I turn my brush around and I dab a bit of, it's like right now I'm using the corner of the brush. So what I'm trying to do is have a darker color first, kind of dark, not really dark, but then I highlight a bit the top so it doesn't look flat. Give it a bit of movement. So right now I have a bit of a dark now here, lighter there, and I'm going to take more yellow, put it in the green. All right, a little bit more. Just green and yellow. And then with the corner of my brush, dab some highlights. Okay. While I'm doing this, I'm going to take some, waiting for this to dry, I'm going to take some sap green and yellow ochre. I still want my sap green to be dark, not light. Actually, you know what? Just sap green. And with the corner of the brush, just create a bit of darker border down here and here. And this is going to be this right here. So once we start highlighting the top, this part will look really nice down here, dark. Now, let's take yellow, put a bit of yellow ochre in it. Tiny bit of green. Once we start putting light pink, we will add some kind of reds in here. Not reds, kind of oranges, orange colored as well.
Just yellow layer?
Pardon?
Just yellow you're using now?
That's yellow and yellow ochre, both. Okay. And a tiny bit of green, just a little bit.
Okay.
You know, once the pink, we add the pink, especially the big tree, we're not going to see, we'll see this, but it's not going to be too strong. I'm just going to adjust some of the colors, especially the ones with the yellow ochre in here, because they're drawing very dark and they need to be punched up a bit. This is a bit of yellow ochre as well. So with this yellow one in the back, I'm adding a combination of yellow ochre and cadmium yellow light.
Mayal, you remembered I can't come tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know if Linda's coming or not. She's hoping to. Her Bella's not doing very well.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see
She's
tomorrow.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow how it goes. If we need to cancel or keep it going.
Yeah, well, we're only, and that's a new session, so if maybe it's just as well if we start, when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got something planned for it.
Exactly. I don't have to plan for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would be easier for me, then I don't have to catch up.
Lazy bones.
We can cancel from now if you want. It's fine. It's fine with me. No problem.
Well, who else usually comes? I think Paula maybe comes, doesn't she?
Paula, John,
Who?
Paula, John,
Yeah, he doesn't do the class.
Linda, no, Linda, Susan, and you.
Yeah, and Margaret's not coming anymore?
Well, she will be coming back in June, I think.
Okay.
And Deborah is coming back in June, I think.
Where is she? She's feeling better. That's good.
Yeah.
What's happening with Linda's fella?
Okay, I'm just going to stop recording.
Oh,
All right, let's do the pink part. So now let's use alizarin crimson, cadmium red light, and some white. I'm going to start with mixing alizarin crimson and cadmium red light together. Add white. You know what it needs? I think it needs this pink needs a bit of ultramarine violet. That's better. Let's put some ultramarine violet in here, at least for the first layer. Yeah, that tones it down. All right, let's try. Let's put one here at the front. Take now while this is drying, I'm going to take a bit of alizarin. See if I mix alizarin and yellow. Okay, it's a good, nice kind of light orange, more subdued orange, earthy. Highlight it a bit. This is too yellow. That's why I'm adding a tiny bit of the alizarin crimson mixed with cadmium red light. Too much yellow in here, so I'm just kind of changing the color a little bit. Yeah. All right, so this is, the trees are dry. I'm going to take more cadmium yellow light. Has a bit of alizarin crimson in it and lots of white. And that is a nice pink. Let me adjust the light a bit because it's a little bit darker. Yeah, it's better. Okay.
I had to disappear. Did anybody notice?
I noticed, yes.
We thought it was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
The pool guy came along question asked of me. So I had to go out in the rain. So I could show him.
Oh, yeah, it's better there.
Oh.
What a miserable day.
Yeah, it's raining. Yeah. So now I'm adding, Susan, I'm adding pink. So I have Alizarin crimson, cadmium red light, and white, and also a tiny bit of ultramarine violet.
Oh.
Oh. Let's take a bit of more white, put it in here, in that pink, and again highlight the top of the trees or the bush. There we go. I'll stop in a minute so you can, yeah, there we go. Let's put some of it.
More white to the pink, right?
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Yeah.
So all I do is I add more white when I want to highlight. And I'm just going to put a bit of that too here, in the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice with blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'm going to highlight the grass part. And we'll use the same colors. I'm going to take some sap green, put in it a little bit of yellow ochre, or even red, just a tiny bit. Yellow ochre, keep it yellow ochre. Cadmium yellow light. And let's give this part in the back a couple of highlights, and then we'll do this. stick in between a couple of dabs of as well yellow ochre and put it in so it doesn't look just one color of green. I'm going to add a little bit of white and yellow with the green. All right. So next time when we work on this, next time we will be working on the left side. This is good. This is done. We don't need to put more than that. We might eventually put a tree here, but I doubt. Because there's a big tree, pink tree is going to be here. So I think we should be okay. Yeah, should be okay. Yeah.